just a wee moment. Okay, so I have my script now for the belief change, because what we've established is that that is something that you would like to change today to help you to move forward. And what we're going to do then now is we're going to work on that belief change. So what I'm going to ask you to do to begin with, I'm going to ask you to sit down and close your eyes, or stay seated and close your eyes and allow yourself to relax. So I encourage you to sit back in your chair, arms in your hands. Arms in your hands, arms in your legs. If you can get your arms under your hand, you're good. So, would you tell me again then, in your own words, what is that belief that you want to change today?
I want to change the belief that I'm poor.
So you believe, the belief that you have is I am poor? Okay then. So I want you to think of that belief now. And as you think of that belief, do you have an image in your mind?
I do.
So tell me, is the image black and white or in colour?
It's in colour.
And is it near to you or far away?
I suppose it's a wee bit far away, aye.
And is it bright or dim?
It's dim.
Where is it located?
It's located in front of the silage pit from my uncle's farm.
From where you're seated now, where is it located? If you could show me front or back, left or right?
In the front to the right a wee bit.
And are you associated, meaning looking through your own eyes, or are you disassociated, looking at yourself in the image?
I'm associated.
You're associated, you're looking through your own eyes? Brilliant. And is it a focused image or is it unfocused?
It's kind of unfocused.
Unfocused. And is it like a framed photo or is it a panoramic full view?
It's like a framed photo.
Very good. And is it still or moving?
It's still.
Okay. What sounds are important when this image comes to mind?
The other tractors in the background.
And are those sounds, are they near or far?
They're far away.
What direction are they coming from, left or right?
They're coming from left.
The sounds, are they internal, coming from inside of you, or are they external sounds?
Well, they're external.
External sounds. And are they soft or loud?
Kind of loud.
And what do you say to yourself when you think of the belief, I am poor?
What do I say to myself? Say no, I'm not.
So when you remember having the belief, I am poor, you think, no, I'm not?
No, whenever I was having the belief that I am poor, I believed that I was.
Okay, so tell me then, what do you say to yourself when you're remembering and thinking of that belief, I am poor? What do you say to yourself with that belief?
I'm saying to myself that you are poor and just give up. You'll not get what you want.
Okay. And what feelings are important when you have this belief in your mind that I am poor?
Hopelessness. Sadness. Irritation.
And where's those feelings located in your body?
In my throat.
Is that where all of them are?
Hopelessness is in my throat. And sadness is around my heart.
And what size are the feelings?
Hopelessness is really big in my throat.
If you could rate the size based on a scale of 0 to 10, what size would it be?
It'd be about an 8.
And sadness?
Sadness is not as big. It's maybe about a 5.
And irritation?
Irritation's up there too. It's about a 7.
And if all those feelings had a colour, what would that colour be?
Like a brown. Like a reddy, rotten looking brown.
Okay. Do you like avocados?
No.
Alright. Open your eyes. What do you see?
You?
Alright. Close your eyes then for me. Now this time I want you to think of a belief that's no longer true. So did you once believe that you were a 7-year-old child?
Yes.
So the belief was, I am a 7-year-old child.
Mm-hmm.
Do you currently believe that you are a 7-year-old child?
No.
Okay. Good. So what I want you to do now then is to think of that belief that I am a 7-year-old child.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do, is there a picture in mind?
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. So the picture or the image in mind, is it black and white or in colour?
It's in colour.
And is it near or far?
It's near.
Is it bright or dim?
It's dim.
And where is it located for you now?
It's located just like outside the back of my mum and dad's house.
Where is it located from where you're sitting, in front or behind, left or right?
That's in front of me.
Could you show me where your hand were?
Like over here you go.
Okay. And with this image of the belief that I am a 7-year-old child, is it associated or disassociated?
It's disassociated.
And is it a focused image or unfocused?
It's focused.
Is it a framed picture or panoramic?
It's panoramic.
Is it a movie or is it still?
It's still.
So what sounds are important with this belief, this old belief that I am a 7-year-old child?
Birds are chirping and there's laughter.
Beautiful. And are those sounds near or far?
Sounds are near.
They're near. And what direction are those sounds coming from, left or right?
Coming both.
And are they external or internal?
They're external.
Are they soft or loud?
They're soft.
And when you think of the belief, I am a 7-year-old child, what do you say to yourself?
What do I say to myself as a 7-year-old child?
When you think of that belief, that I am a 7-year-old child now, when you think of that belief now, what do you say to yourself?
I'm not a 7-year-old child.
How do you know?
Because I'm 32.
Is there anything else you say?
I have a job and I do.
Good.
Very good job.
Good. Brilliant. Okay. So then, when you think of the belief, I am a 7-year-old child, what feelings are important with that belief?
Mostly that I'm just not 7.
Yeah, and what's the feeling? What do you feel when you believe, or when you think of the belief, I am a 7-year-old child? What feelings are associated with it?
It's just funny. It's yours.
You're smiling. Is there any other feeling coming up for you about being a 7-year-old child?
It's just happy.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. And where's those feelings all located on your body?
They're in my job.
In your jaw?
Mm-hmm.
All of the feelings, humour, happiness and funny?
Oh well. Funny's in my cheeks. Happiness in my jaw. And humour's in my chest, like in the middle of my chest.
Lovely. And what size are each of those feelings?
My cheek kind of feel sore because I'm feeling smiling. So it's not sore, it's like good sore. I don't know.
So if you could rate the feeling sizes from 0 to 10, what would the rating be?
Well, my cheeks is about cheeks are about an 8 or 9. My mouth is pretty. That's about an 8 as well.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of my chest is about maybe a 7.
Lovely. And if all those feelings, funny, humour and happy, all had a colour, what would that colour be?
Yellow and blue, making a green. Kind of, you know the way they all kind of come together.
Yellow and blue making a green.
Mm-hmm. In the middle.
Beautiful. Now, what I want you to do is take that picture of that old belief, the belief that I am a 7-year-old child, and I want you to put it on top of the belief. Excuse me. Take the picture of that old belief and move it on the screen of your mind and put it on top of the belief that is no longer true. So what I want you to do is take that picture of that belief that I am poor, and I want you to make it an image of colour. Think of the belief now that I am poor and make it near to you. Make it dim, and notice how in the screen of your mind now it changes to be in front of you, directly in front of you, and you're disassociated now with this image. Now when you think of the belief that I am poor, I want you to make it focused and make it panoramic and make it still. Notice how there's now sounds of birds chirping and laughter with the belief that I am poor. Notice how these sounds are near to you and they're coming all around you. They're coming both from your left and your right, and the sounds are external but they're soft. You think of the belief now that I am poor, and you make it that you say when you think this belief that I am not 7-year-old child anymore because I'm 32 and I have a job too. So now whenever you think of this belief, I want you to make it so that you feel funny and you feel humour and you feel happy, and you can feel that in your jaw and in your cheeks. You can feel it in your chest. You can feel it in your chest, and you notice the colours of yellow and blue now, but they merge together, and you can see green in the middle. You know, like when the colours all come together. And you take that colour and you allow it to fill up your body. Fill up the whole of you and double that feeling. And allow it to pump through every particle of your being as that colour fills you entirely and completely now, doubling it up by 8, 9, 10, and letting it go. Now you know the sound that Tupperware makes when you lock the lid into place? I'd like you to make that sound now, please. Now what colour's them flowers there?
Yellow.
Very good. What do you think of that belief, I am pure?
Was that going on? A bird?
Okay. How does it feel to think of it now?
Feels kind of weird.
Okay, good, good. Weird's good. I can work with weird. Okay. So here's what we're going to do next.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to establish a new belief that you'd like to have instead. And we're
Okay.
going to imprint that belief on top of something that is absolutely true for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, what is a belief that's opposite from I am pure that you wish you could believe? That you like to believe instead?
I like to believe that I'm rich.
Okay, brilliant, excellent. So what we need to do first is establish, excuse me, we need to establish something that's absolutely true for you.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, do you fully and 100% believe that it's absolutely true that the sun is going to come up tomorrow?
Mm-hmm. Sun's gonna go up tomorrow.
Without doubt.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God, otherwise we'd be a bit morbid. But anyway. So absolutely true, the sun is going to come up tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. So, will you close your eyes for me?
Mm-hmm.
Sit back, relax in your chair. You can take a big deep breath in. And now, when you think of that belief that the sun will come up tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
as an image in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
is it black and white or in colour?
It's in colour. Well, the sun's in colour. Everything else black and white.
Okay. And is it near or far?
It's far.
Far, of course it is. And is it bright or dim?
It's brighter.
Bright. So, from where you are now, is it located in front of you, behind you, or to the left or right?
In front of me.
Could you show me with your hand where?
Like, just a wee bit to the left or the centre.
Just a wee bit off centre to the left. And are you associated or disassociated?
I'm associated.
When we think of the image that the sun will come up tomorrow, which is definitely true, is that image focused or unfocused?
It's focused.
It's focused, excellent. And is it panoramic or is it like a framed photo?
It's panoramic.
Panoramic. Now tell me then, is it still or a movie?
It's still.
It's still. And when you think of that belief that the sun will come up tomorrow, what sounds are important?
The waves.
And is that sound, is that near or far to you?
It's near.
The sound of the waves is near. And what direction are they coming from, left or right?
Coming from the right.
From the right. And are they internal or external sounds?
They're external.
And would you say they're loud or soft?
They're soft.
So, what do you say to yourself when you think of that belief that the sun will come up tomorrow?
It's a fact.
Brilliant, of course it is. How do you know?
It's got every other day in my life.
Hmm. And are there any other things that you say to yourself when you think of that belief?
Isn't the sun nice?
Isn't the sun nice? So, when you think of that belief that the sun will come up tomorrow, and that's definitely the truth, are there any feelings that are important with that?
Happiness.
Of course.
Joy.
Happiness and joy. So, where is happiness and joy located in your body?
Well, down the spine.
Seen that bit of a shiver there? Down your spine. And on a scale rating of 0 to 10, what size would you give those feelings?
That there was a 9.
9. 9 out of 10. Good, strong feelings. And if they had a colour, if the feelings, joy and happiness had a colour, what would that colour be?
Be yellow.
Be yellow. Excellent. So tell me, how many bees are on that water bottle?
Okay.
Well, that is a lot, alright. Okay. Will you close your eyes for me? Yeah. Brilliant. Now let's think of that opposite belief. That belief that I am rich, is that the belief you wish to instill? Excellent. Okay, so I want you to bring an image to your mind now when you think of that belief. Do you have that picture?
Yeah.
Alright. Now take that picture and I want you to move it on the screen of your mind and put it right on top of the belief that is absolutely true. So notice that that belief that I am rich becomes colourful. There is black and white, but there's colour and it's far. And you notice that it's bright. You notice that it's in front of you and it's just a wee bit off centre to the left. And we bring that image that I am rich to mind. You notice that the image is associated and it's focused, it's panoramic, but it's still. You hear the sounds of waves and they're coming from near to you to the right hand side. They're external sounds, but they're soft. And when you think of that image now that I am rich, notice how it becomes associated with the words that it's a fact. You think now that I am rich and you say to yourself, it's a fact. It's come up every day of my life. And isn't the sun nice? This is what you say to yourself now. And notice that when you think of the belief that I am rich, that the image is filled with happiness and joy, and you feel that going down your spine, and you feel it from a 9 out of 10. You feel the colour yellow. You see the colour yellow associated with this belief now, and you feel it filling you up all down your spine and all through your body into every particle of your being. And take that feeling and double it and triple it and allow it to consume you and to fill you up. And now you know the sound that Tupperware makes. Make that sound for me now, please. Okay, do you have socks on? What colour are they?
They're red.
Are they red? So tell me, you can open your eyes. What do you believe now?
Believe Santa Claus tomorrow. I believe I have more money than I think I have. I believe I can start saving.
Brilliant. How do you know?
Just feel it in my heart.
You feel in your heart that you know you can start saving and that you have more money than you think that you have. Brilliant. How do you feel?
I feel kind of tired now.
I bet you do. That's brilliant work. Real good progress.
So what happens next?
Well, we've done as much work as we need to do today. What I'm going to encourage you to do between now and our next session, which hopefully, if it suits you, we can go ahead with on Wednesday. Next Wednesday. What we'll do is, in between times, I'm going to ask you to do a bit of journaling.
Mm-hmm.
So I want you to keep a record of the things that you do.
Mm-hmm.
What are your actions? And take some notes down about what thought patterns come up for you. And if you notice any more conflicts going on. So earlier we talked about how you once had a belief that you could be rich, and you also had a belief that you were poor. You mentioned that when you were younger, when you talked about your uncle, and that it was before your work with him that you had the stronger belief that it was possible for you to have what you wanted. So there's a chance there that we might need to do some parts integration work later on, and we might benefit from having that emotional release of the hopelessness. But what I want to establish from now to next week is what comes up for you in your journaling.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your behaviour? So I want you to keep track of everything that you do, and keep track of everything that your focus is, whatever your focus has been on.
Mm-hmm.
And then just a general kind of reflection on any changes that you notice within yourself, if any shifts come up for you based on all the stuff that we've talked about today.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's anything more that you feel you need to work on moving forward. And next week when we get together, what we want to do is we want to see what steps you need to put into place in order to make your goal a reality.
Right, okay.
Will we call that a night then?
Mm-hmm.
Right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll see you next week.